Abigail and Sean Bengson, welcome to the Livewire House Party.
Oh, thank you.
Woohoo!
It feels amazing to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you
I
so
feel like
much.
my mood has already improved just from the sound check we were just doing with you both. You guys are
Well, you throw a good party, man.
you guys are exuding so much positivity and energy, and I guess it's not a surprise that you put out this amazing song that people are really kind of going crazy for on the internet. What was the backstory to this? How did this Keep Going song like start out as an idea?
Oh, wow. Well, I think at first, that song just literally saying the keep going, keep going, keep going on was something that I was humming to myself and Sean started humming to himself really all day long. It was sort of when I was crying or when I was wiping my son's butt or when I was overwhelmed or when I was having a great time. It just started to become a thing that would help me.
Uh-huh.
And then we really were thinking about what we wanted to sing, something that was, if I could hold one person's face in my hands and say, what do I want to say to just one person at this moment that is gentle and fierce, what would I want to say? And this sort of prayer song came out of both of us, and it's a strange thing. We call it an open song now, which means that it has to change at least a little every time. It has to stay alive. And we have a dream that other people will make their own little versions, while they're walking around their day or something.
Yeah, we we were working on a theater piece doing the music for a play in Louisville when the shutdown happened. And then we just scooted up to my folks in Dayton a couple hours away, and then the Black Lives Matter protests began, and we were trying to do what we could from there. And but we really didn't know if we'd ever work again. Like it was like, because everything we do is live, and everything stopped. But the man who runs the theater in Louisville, the Actors Theater, Robert, called us up and asked us if we would make a thing for their online season. And and he is a black man, and a lot of his staff are BIPOC folks, and they were marching every day in Louisville and then trying to keep their theater alive at night. And he said, like, as bad as things are right now, this was back in the summer, he said, like, come the fall, come the winter, it's going to be so dark and so bleak. And so he said, like, will you please just make something for us that helps us keep moving, give us something a little, and so we really tried to take it to heart, and we like wrote things and scrapped them and wrote them and scrapped them.
Oh man, so many tries.
So many, and we finally arrived at here, and this is part of a hour-long piece that we made for them.
Oh, wow. Have you been surprised? I'm just like on YouTube, I know there's like almost 500,000 views of this song. Has this been a surprise to you at the way that it seems to have really connected with people?
Yes.
Hugely.
I'm totally shocked. I can't believe, even when you said at the very beginning, you were like, it's really going gangbusters on the, I said gangbusters. I don't think you said gangbusters.
No, but that's a good word. I need to start using that more.
On the internet, it's like, Sean and I had so much trouble posting anything online because we were so scared that it was just sort of like self-promotional. And which is like, of course it is, like that's part of it. But then when we were in lockdown, we were like, well, we'd better, like the desire to communicate the real need to sing for someone became so strong that it overcame any of my insecurities around posting. And I'm so glad that was true. And then I think of the internet as this, kind of a hellscape where some things might really go badly for you.
You've been on the internet before, Abigail.
Right, exactly. I just didn't think of it necessarily as a place of connected, loving kindness. And so I am shocked and so amazed at the community of people. There's like 3 million views on Facebook. And I know.
Wow.
That's great.
And I can't believe it. And I'm so grateful. That's the
too.
truth. I'm in a state of perpetual shock about it.
People have been sending us just the kindest messages from all over the world. It's
Beautiful.
it's incredibly humbling.
Wow.
I really like when we made it, like the pandemic had just started. We really weren't sure if anyone other than our parents would ever hear it, And so
They loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 out of 4 loved it.
That's right.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Giving us a good 3.5-star
We
average.
got a strong C-.
What about the 4-year-old? Does the 4-year-old like the song?
Does the
It's
four,
like
does Louis,
he really felt like
he
it was
tolerates
distracting
it.
from robot play.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to make a robot version for him.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a great idea.
So, so this song, the sense I get watching the version that I've seen is that it was something that was to some degree improvised, right? I mean, it was sort of an exercise in just seeing what lyrics and music would come about. Now the song people are really loving it. You're performing it more. What are the rules around it? Do you do mostly the same lyrics? Like, what are we about to hear here?
Who knows? Jeez.
I love it.
I mean, I think that there's sort of some core prayers in there that seem to come back every time, and they're still what we want to say, and even if at the time they were sort of coming extemporaneously, they were also coming out of some really deep conversations between Sean and I. So even though it seems like it's just coming from me, it's really coming from both of us.
Yeah.
And but I don't know. We'll find out.
It has-
Maybe you'll sing a verse. I don't know.
Do we know how long? Do you know how long the song will go? Do we need to tell them to cancel
Oh,
This
no.
American Life? Or whatever's on
Ira.
after us?
No, cut me off for Ira. That's only fair. He's earned it.
All right. Well, this is exciting. This is definitely a first of a kind for our show, but
Yeah.
we're really excited to have you here. This is the Bengsons performing the Keep Going song.
Well, oh my goodness, here we go. We're on the live wire show. We've never been on NPR, and we've heard it stretches really far. It goes out over the ocean, over rivers and streams, and I hope that so far away from me you can still feel what I mean, and that you can feel us reaching. Oh, this is the keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going on song. This is the keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going on song. This is the keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going on song. This is the keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going on song. Well, I am Abigail, and this is Sean, and we're so glad that you've turned this on and that you've welcomed us into your home, and you are welcome into our home. We're in Middlebury, Vermont now.
Vermont.
We were in Dayton, but now we're at my mom's house.
At Abigail's mom's
We're at my
house.
mom's house. We were in Louisville when COVID hit. And we packed our 3-year-old into a car, and we drove and drove far. We drove here, and we've been so lucky and blessed to be safely here. And we thought we'd be here for like 10 days, absolute tops.
What did we know?
What did we know?
What did we know?
We thought we knew a lot, and we thought we knew a lot. Hey, this is the keep going, keep going, keep going on song. This is the keep going, keep going on song. And we've been mostly healthy. We've been okay. Are you okay? Are you all right? Are you okay? Are you all right? Are you okay? I hope your body is whole tonight. Oh, and if your heart is breaking, I hope that it's breaking open. And if your breath is shaking, I hope that it's shaking through. And I hope that you've watched a lot of really great television, like a lot of it. And I hope that you find a hand lotion that actually makes your skin feel better. And I hope that you have enough to eat. I hope you've been getting enough sleep. And I hope that you have enough good company or enough good memory to last you a long time. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going on. Keep going on, song. This is a keep going, keep going, keep going on. Keep going on, song. Oh, let's bring some joy into the room. Why not? We could try it, or some rage, oh, or some grief and relief. Hey, 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 I pray my rage is a fire and it cleans my mind out and it makes me ready to listen. And I pray my pain is a river that flows to the ocean that connects my pain to yours. And I pray, I pray that my happiness is like pollen, yeah, and it flies to you and it pollinates your joy. Oh boy, is that possible? Well, we don't know. We are making this up as we go. We have to make it up as we go. The keep going song, the keep going song. Oh, we are making it up. We're making it up as we go. Keep going, keep going, keep going on. Keep going on, song. And I pray that when we meet again, that the world has changed into the world that we are imagining now together. And I pray that the world has become the world that we are planting inside of ourselves for each other and for our ancestors and for our kids. Ooh. And we're gonna start. It's a rough beginning. It's all I've got. It's just a rough beginning to offer you. We just gotta start. We're just gonna start by singing some songs in a tiny little space together. We're just gonna play some songs for you, and we hope that when we hear each other that you will feel just a little bit less alone, and we will feel a little bit less alone in the work and in the hurt, and we will be together tonight somehow. Wherever this is, whenever this is, wherever this is, whenever this is, we'll sing that keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going on. Keep going on. We'll sing it together. Keep going, keep going, keep going on. Keep going. We'll sing it for the live wire, for the house party. We'll keep going on. We'll keep going on.
The Bengsons doing the Keep Going song right here on Livewire. Abigail and Sean Bengson, thank you. I think that is exactly what everybody needed. I can speak for myself on that. That was incredible. Thank you for doing that.
Oh man,
Thank you.
thank you.
Wow.
For inviting us.
It's like you guys have found this position for yourselves it's like so not 21st century. It's like shamanistic. You know, you're going from place to place and performing this prayer. It feels so like, you know, beyond time. I don't mean to, I mean, I have not been hitting a bong at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but
Hey man.
really.
Although we are in Oregon where that's completely legal.
That's true. That's true. And shrooms now. I haven't had any of our I haven't legally obtained any mushrooms, but it really
This is
feels
taking
like,
a turn. Okay. Okay. Do you want to talk about this?
yeah. No, I think I need to hear the song again.
Oh my gosh.
No,
was
I'm hearing
amazing.
you. Oh,
Thank you so much for coming on the show, and thanks for doing that. That was really like a balm to the soul, like it really was.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
I feel
Thank you
really
so
grateful
much.
to be with you, and I really
Yes.
heard what you said. I joked about it after, but I really heard what you said, and it mattered to
Yes,
me.
it did to
so
me too.
thanks. Thanks.
thank you.
All right, Abigail and Sean Bengson, thanks again for being on the Live Wire House Party.
Oh, it's ending. Okay.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
was it.
Goodbye.
That's
But I
it.
mean, it keeps going on
It
through
keeps going.
All right.
the radio waves and the
And
podcast.
endings, yes. Okay. Endings
Yeah.
are just beginnings.
That's
Got
This
it.
right.
is just the end of our time together, but it all keeps going.